Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever you are or wherever you are. Today we are. Thanks, Teresa. I was wondering if I sound okay. Um, Today we are going into part 3 of the Alexa Avila case. I can't speak today. Case, the father of the child is going to do their interview with the detectives. She is on 2 felony counts of attempt murder and child abuse. Her await trial, her trial date is December 19th of this year. She is a woman that had her baby in the house, at her house, um, and she wrapped the baby up in a pink towel blanket, and put it in a garbage bag and tossed the baby in the dumpster. The baby was there for 6 hours under 40-degree weather. There was 3 people that was digging in the dumpster trying to find valuables, and they found the baby. And if you want to check out part 1 or part 2, it's here on my channel. So we are going to get into the case. Let me put these on. Please make sure. I'm going to put these up in case, you know. Please put your headphones in if you can't hear. And trigger warning, please, if you feel it's too much, you can leave and I will understand. Alrighty. So thank you all for being here, or if you're watching the replay, thank you for being here and showing support to the channel. Please, if you have any comments, questions, if you just want to chat, there's a side chat. If you're watching a replay to this video, please comment below. If you are in the chat and my video starts getting robotic or it's like being weird or echoey, please let me know. And also, if you're watching a replay and if there's something wrong with the video, please comment below. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. The child's father's name is Stefan, and I think that he's going to be next to his father or grandparent. All right, here we go.
I guess I'll start off with your name, if you don't mind, or your name, ma'am.
Oh, I'm Monica Cruz.
Okay.
So
awesome.
I'm going to be jumping into this CPS case
Okay.
to help Stephen out
Awesome.
with that. Yeah, so I'm just a lawyer.
That's good.
Just a lawyer.
Yeah, just a lawyer.
So we are starting off with the detective and the lady next to the guy in the pink. And I think that's the father. That is a child services lady. She is on the case of the grandbaby of the child. So just making sure you guys know that.
Can I get your date of birth and phone number, if you don't
Mine?
mind? Yes, ma'am.
It's
You out of Hobbs or
Dallas.
Dallas? Okay,
Dallas, yes.
cool.
Awesome.
I saw the number for Grand Prairie, so that's why I was like, I recognize that number.
Start off with your name.
Steven.
Okay.
STEPH.
Awesome. What's your date of
No, you're good. You're good. I was just going to ask if everything is slowed down at the house. A little?
You know, it has. I mean,
Okay.
it's not like it was the first couple of days, but right now it's toned down quite a bit.
Okay.
Because like I tell you, we were getting, 15 to 20 Now it's almost like just 5, 6, just not as bad, but
Right.
it's still. And like I said, what the only thing that kind of startled me is, people are crazy. So when they start making death threats, that's kind of the only reason. But other than that, everything's good.
Good.
Awesome. Can I get your information, Mr. Astorga?
Yes, sir.
What's
My name's
your
Oscar
okay?
C. Astorga. My phone number is 575-318-8100.
Do you guys share the same middle name by chance, or?
No, he's Christopher. I'm Society.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Nobody uses my name. Nobody.
All right, that's good. With that being said, I'm Detective Perez. I'm with the House Police Department. Okay, my first name is Daniel. You can call me by either or Daniel, or by my last name. It works fine. So obviously we all kind of know why we're here. I know this has turned into, a big type of case, which is it's good and bad. So I mean, I know there's a child involved, and potentially, I say potentially because they're still going through the whole test as far as paternity goes. But as far as that goes, your name was dropped, by Alexis. So I wanted to speak with you, and as far as and in regards to that, to see what your involvement was, and get some things or clarification on some things as far as times, dates, and what your knowledge was, if you don't mind. Okay. If I'm too serious, that's just who I am. Okay. So I'm not mad or anything. That's just my personal demeanor. Okay.
It's kind of the beard. I mean, it's the
You-
beard.
probably.
It's very serious.
A combination.
I don't know why yours doesn't, but yours does.
But
I'm just old.
don't feel nervous. Okay. We're out here. You're not in any trouble. I'm just trying to get more information, more insight as far as everything. All right. That way I don't leave any.
So the reason why they got the guy in the pinkish red hoodie you see there kind of blur out because the child's father is underage. So anybody under the age of 18, they usually blur them out. And all the detective right now, Detective Daniel, is really just saying I'm here. Your name was dropped from Alexis. I'm just, want to ask some questions, want to know what your involvement was with Alexis, how this came about, just like the last couple, the Detective Daniel talked to Alexis' mom and then talked to Alexis. So they're just filling out. He's not in jail. He's not going to jail. He just wants to know any questions or, what are the answers to why Alexis did what she did? What was the reason her mind frame? Did the father say anything to Alexis? Did Stefan say anything to Alexis to make her do these things? So here we go.
Any stone unturned, and I get everything, all the details and the facts as far as this. Okay.
Trying to get a history of everything and how things got to where they are.
Pretty much.
And want to make sure, we hear what you have to say and everything else with that. Our first concern is making sure that the child is safe, and that is done. So now we can slow down and take care of some of these other things.
Just take care of everything else.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And so I'm not I'm just here because I know you. Okay. And we kind of make it hopefully a little bit easier for you. If you have questions, you can ask me. You have my number.
Yes, sir.
And so you can holler at me and I can get information or whatever. I'm kind of just here to hopefully make you feel a little more comfortable. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, please. Okay.
If you understand something I ask you, just ask me again, clarify, and then we should go from there. So if you don't mind me starting as far as tell me, a little bit about yourself. You're going to school, from my understanding, you're in high school. And then from there, we can transition as far as when you met Alexis and, from where we are right now.
So I was in units.
Okay.
And I was a freshman into the middle of my sophomore year, then that's when I moved back over here down to Hobbs. I was already in school here in Hobbs until I was transferred over there to Union.
Okay.
Then from there, when I came back, I met Alexis because we were at a softball game again, Hobbs, of course. So then from there, that's when I met her. We, of course, exchanged personal, I guess you could say,
Right.
numbers or whatever.
Okay.
And then from there, we started talking. Then from there, we dated for almost a year and a half. Here we are now.
Okay. You said you met at a softball game here in Hobbs at the high school?
Yes. over
Okay.
At the softball complex.
Do you remember more or less, what time of the year it was? Or when the season of softball starts and ends?
Starts in February and ends
It was one
May.
of the tournaments. It
Yeah,
was
it's probably March. They have a tournament in March.
yeah.
Okay.
We did start dating on March 5th.
Oh,
So-
okay.
We talked for there you go. So
Okay. So you started dating shortly after or like
yeah,
days
maybe,
after?
maybe 2 weeks.
Or 2
max.
weeks? All right, awesome. So you kept communication through text messages or
Yes.
Snapchat even or social media? Everything?
Yeah.
All right. And then from there, did y'all, how you said a year and a half?
Yes.
Like uninterrupted or would you guys?
We had our little breaks every now.
Okay. How many breaks or?
Uh,
I know. I mean, you can't possibly remember everything, but
about more or less 4 or 5. It
4 or
was
5
a
breakups?
complicated relationship.
okay. When you say complicated, what do you mean
It
by
was
that?
always like she was always trying to not controlling kind of.
Okay. Jealous type maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
On both parts or?
More than anything, her. She was always mad.
Okay. So is that what led to you all breaking up and getting back together?
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you, or how long was the longest you guys were broken up for that you remember? Do you remember?
Probably about a month.
A month? Or did you guys always keep contact still within?
Well, I would check on her.
Okay. And you guys go to the same school, same high school, right? Would you see each other in school also?
Not really because she is older than I am, so we have different
Schedules.
I mean, if I did see her, it was like, hey, bye, but
Right.
very quick.
Y'all didn't have the same lunch.
No.
Y'all had different
Okay.
lunches.
So
And
maybe
you would see each other passing and
Well, not really passing. Like it was maybe one period.
right.
Yeah. It was not constant. Like
okay. So maybe before or after school, is that when y'all, or just after?
not even before or after because she did drive and I would get picked up by my dad.
Okay.
I would walk out the front, she'd walk out the back. So
not really in school.
No.
All
Right, because she was playing softball and then she got injured her junior year.
yeah,
And
yes,
so, and then she didn't play this year, but she was playing her sophomore year
yes,
when y'all first met.
yes.
Okay. So as far as the whole pregnancy, when does that come about? Or when did you have knowledge of it, or when did she make you aware of it?
I was aware of it probably back in April, and then about a month later, she told me that she had miscarried.
Okay.
Sorry if I get my
No,
voice
no.
gets shaky. It's
I understand you completely.
so. Then after that, she had told me she miscarried. So then I didn't think of anything. I
Okay.
thought it was because it was my fault, but I didn't really think of anything.
What would you think that?
It was my fault because
Mm-hmm.
I thought I didn't provide her the stuff that she needed. But
Okay. How did she?
like vitamins or something?
yeah,
Or
like
what
this,
you-
Just supporting her
yeah,
and
yeah, like
because
the
y'all kind of
stress. and-
separated about that
Yeah.
time, didn't you?
Yes,
Were you
Okay.
just feeling guilty or what?
about the stress that I put on her for us separating.
Mhm.
So I didn't.
Because y'all were separated when she told you.
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. So how long had y'all been separated for? Do you remember?
almost going on 2 months.
In 2 months. So it was almost a year after you all were dating that she told you she was pregnant, but you all weren't together, right? Okay. Did she call you, or how did she tell you
How did she tell me that?
that she was pregnant? Did she text you, or y'all were talking, or?
She actually went to one of my friend's houses that I
Mhm.
was there. She went and she took me one of the pregnancy tests, and
Okay.
she showed me in person.
Showed you in person.
Yes.
All right. And after the fact, I know that's when she told you she was pregnant, right?
Yes.
Did you guys keep communication after that? Or did you all get back together? Or
We just kept close contact, not really.
okay,
We attempted to get back together, but never really got back together.
okay. So did you all keep talking about the pregnancy, or would you ask her something, or would she ask you anything, or would she tell you anything? No. All right. Now, when is it that you? Because obviously you got back together at some point. Because there was an incident just last year in June. I guess when you guys were together. So when do you remember getting back together? That you can best recollect. I know it's been some time.
So we had little Bradley had been a year in March.
Hmm.
So we attempted to get back together on the same day that. So then from there it went all the way into mid-June, and then from there it started getting the same way it was before. So then we just left it at that.
Okay. But you told me she told you in April she was pregnant.
Yes.
So y'all started going back out in March.
Yes. Because we had started dating in March of 2021, and then it would have been a year in
Mhm.
March of this
2020
and then
2020.
2021.
2020,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, that's,
All right. So you guys were broken up before March, and then you try to get back
Yeah.
together around
it's
March.
complicated because
No, I
we kept
understand. I
we would
understand.
go back and forth. Just
That's okay.
okay, we're gonna get back together. Hey, we're not doing this. And we're just, let's
They
just
would
go back.
start talking for a while, and then they'd get
Get
upset
back
with each
together.
other, and then they would quit talking, and then
Yeah, and then-
And not that it's bad. I mean, it's common. You know, you're in high school.
That's
You're
normal.
dating.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just trying to get some sort of a time frame as far as. I know that.
Most people do that in real life. I mean,
Right.
so
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just trying to get a timeline. Now, as far as the June, whenever the police were called, how long were y'all been dating up until then?
maybe a week.
Maybe a week.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So you said you're notified about the pregnancy in April, and you said a month later is when she tells you that she had a miscarriage. So how does she notifies you about that?
She actually did the same thing as when she told me that she was pregnant. Because me and my friend, we always have those little get-togethers, and she did go over there and she
To your
told
friend's
me,
house?
yeah, she told me that she had miscarried.
All right. Where does your friend live? Do you know his name?
I know his name, but I don't know
What's his name?
Jaime, Jaime.
What's his?
Marquez.
All right.
he lives out there on Monument Cutoff.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's the first street to the left. Well, obviously to the left.
Was he there present whenever she went over?
He was in his room because I didn't know what it was about, and she did say that she wanted to speak privately.
Mhm.
So I did go outside, so he was not. Well, he was there, but
Right.
not in the.
So you went outside and you spoke with her. But whenever you went inside the house, did you make any comment to him about
No,
anything?
I kept it to myself. So
Okay.
'cause it was a very hard subject, so
Right.
I kept it to myself.
But
I mean, the freshman.
Yes.
Okay.
did he know? Did he know about the pregnancy? Did you tell him at any point?
He was there when she handed me the pregnancy test because she did hand it to me through the door.
Okay.
And he was there, and he got excited because we are really close friends. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be an uncle," and all that stuff.
Okay. So he was there whenever she notifies you that. Okay.
It's 5820 Gasper.
Cool.
That's what it is.
So right now, all they're doing is pretty much talking about the separation, getting back together, got back together in March, but found out pregnant in April. But between that, they had a split between that month. And then he's asking him, like, when she came over, how did she go? Whereabouts? Did she hand you the stick? Did, things like that. And his friend found out about it and seen it. And his friend got excited. They're pretty much, he's just asking, simple questions. How long you dated her? Where did you guys meet? The knowledge of the pregnancy. They were together for a year and a half. They split up for about 4 or 5 times through that year and a half. In April, they find out, she's pregnant. In a way, they try to get back together, but from April, or hold on. Then, yeah, hold on. Is it April or March? No, they get together in March, and between March and April, they're like, you know what, this doesn't work. We're not going to be whatever. Like, this relationship ain't working out. And then in April, she tells him she was pregnant, and then a little bit after that, she tells him that she miscarriages. So you're going to hear this a lot through the pregnancy, how, this and that. And they're going to talk about the text messages between Alexa and Stefan, and it's going to get really into it. So make sure you have your ears open. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Casper, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. So,
I thought it was Gasper.
Did you ever tell him? Oh, this is your investigation. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So you never told him about the whole the miscarriage that she told you about?
but it was later brought up to him by somebody else. I don't know who, but he did eventually find out, and he was upset with me that I didn't tell him. So
Mhm. So by somebody else, who would that be?
I have no idea.
So he found out through somebody else that, okay. And when did he mention it to you?
About a couple of weeks later, 2-3 weeks after.
So this is around May, right? That you find out. When does he find out? How long after that?
Let's see. My birthday, so about a week after my birthday.
That's when he tells you? All right.
So about, let's see, May 11th is my birthday, so I don't know what day specifically.
Now, as far as your contact with Alexis, do y'all keep contact still even after the fact?
Yes, we're friends. Nothing else to in a relationship. But
Right.
I would keep contact with her, check up on her.
Through messages and stuff?
Yes.
Would y'all talk about the?
No.
Okay. At any point did y'all talk about the pregnancy or miscarriage? Did she make?
She did make a comment through TikTok messages where she was getting the TikToks where other people have had miscarriages, and then they'll post their experience, and then she sent me the TikToks, and then she said that where she kept getting them. That's about it. That was the one and only time that she ever brought it up.
Through a message. It was always in person?
No, it was through messages.
Okay.
It's on TikTok.
All right. Did she say that she had told anybody, or did you know that she had told anybody else?
She never really told me that she had told anybody because she was always stating, "Oh, I never had friends." So never really worried about her telling anybody.
She said what? She never what?
Had any friends.
Okay, no sir.
Okay.
Everybody had their own opinion on her. So.
All right. So you guys kept contact up until how? So when do you or start going out even before the June incident? How does that go about?
What do you mean?
Like, did you guys just, I guess, figured out, hey, let's give it another chance before June, before you guys were at the, I guess there was a quinceañera that you all went to? So you invited her, or how does?
We decided to go, but we were seeing how we felt about each other in person.
Okay.
So from there, we were just still kind of trying to work things out, not fully.
All right. So you want to take me back to that day and as far as what happened there? Not that it changes that. I just want to know.
I understand that. She got mad that she wanted to leave and go do something else. I wanted to stay there, and she got mad that I wanted to stay. And she got jealous, of course, that I wanted to stay there by myself, especially when other girls or females. And then she got mad, and then we went outside because I was frustrated because it was hot. So then we went outside, and she was arguing with me, and I'm like, all right, she's like, if you don't want me to be here, then you leave.
Okay.
So then I was like, all right, well, I'll go back inside. So when I tried going back inside, she wouldn't allow me to. So what I did is I picked her up by her waist and moved her. Not aggressively, just picked her up, moved her to the side, and walked back in.
Okay.
Now I don't know if her foot hit the tire or like I didn't move her in a fast way, but you know how they move their feet. She was kicking and I was moved her and then I don't know. So then I went back inside. Then I get a text from her cousin saying, why'd you hit my cousin? She called and then he eventually called me. I was like, who's this? Because I didn't recognize the number. I had barely got a new phone. I was like, who's this? He's like, this is Eli. He's like, why? Why is my cousin calling me saying you hit her? I was like, I never hit her. He's like, well, where are you at? And I didn't think anything of him wanting to fight. I was like, all right, well, I'm over here. If you want to come over here, I'm over here. Like, so what? Then from there, excuse me.
Sorry.
From there, he shows up. Then me and my friends are outside waiting. I see him at the stripes on the corner right there by Pilot and all that. And then he pulls up to La Sierra and then he gets out. I'm like, so what is your problem? Like, what is it? And then he takes off his hat and he kind of rushes me and then swings. So to defend myself, I swing back and then from there, that's where.
Okay. So they didn't call police up until you guys got back to Alexis's house?
Yeah, from there, then that's when I went back inside because he left. I guess he had a dislocated pinky and went to the hospital or whatever.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse me. And then I went inside after like nothing happened because, I mean, wasn't planned. So then when I went back inside, I get a call from my dad, but I didn't see it until after. Then my mom texts me and says, "Where are you at? Your dad was looking for you." And then from there, she goes back. She had already left. She goes back to La Sierra, gets me in the car, and then takes me home.
She who? Sorry.
Alexis takes me to her house and says, "My dad wants to speak with you."
Okay.
Of course, I had nothing but respect for her mom and her dad, so I said, okay. So then when we got there, I walk in, his first words to me were, "I hope this isn't true and I hope you didn't hit my daughter." And then I was like, well, I'm going to wait till my father gets here because I called my dad back. He's like, I'm already on my way. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to call my dad because he's like, well, call your dad and see where he's at. I called him. He's like, I'm already outside. From there, that's when I guess everything.
Okay. Now, did you guys...
So all this is just explaining that back in June they tried to hit it off, and pretty much Stefan's feelings for her wasn't all there. So she lied and said, well, called her cousin and said, well, Stefan hit me. And so it made a big thing that Stefan's cousin Alexis' cousin texts Stefan and said, where are you at? Why did you hit her? And then the cousin comes over, fights with Stefan, and then Stefan rides with Alexis back to her parents' house. And then now the parents are like knowing that Stefan hit Alexis with this because Stefan didn't have that much feelings for her or even try to get back with her. So that's where we're at now. All right, here we go.
I saw the videos and stuff. After the fact, what happened? Did you guys keep contact or?
Yes.
Okay, you guys still kept going out or just talking or?
Yeah, there's nothing but just friends because her mom stated that I wasn't allowed over there at her house no more. So then from there, it's just.
Okay. Was the issue ever brought up about the whole pregnancy? Did she ever mention anything or did she keep posting about, videos about the miscarriage?
No, she never posted any videos.
Okay. But you said she posted them.
No, she didn't post it. She sent me videos of other people that had.
Okay.
She was following another TikTok.
Right.
Forwarded, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like you
TikTok,
know, where
yeah.
you find a TikTok you want to share it with somebody.
Right. So that was.
Did she text them to you, or did she wish you like sending you through TikTok or
Send them through
Through
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. But through her TikTok, right?
Yes.
To yours.
Yes.
All right. So she didn't continue to send you any of that?
No.
Did she ever mention anything about anything?
No.
As far as being pregnant, about nothing at all? Did you ever ask? Or did you ever ask her if she needed?
I didn't really feel the need that I
Okay.
needed to. So
Did you ever notify your parents at the time that at one point she was pregnant?
no, I was scared that to tell my dad
Okay.
because I am still young, so I never informed him.
Did she ever mention to you that she had told her parents at one point?
No.
Or did she ever mention that she wasn't?
No.
That you can remember? So you guys didn't really talk about it other than
After she had stated that she had miscarried, we just left the whole baby situation alone.
so you guys never revisited or ever talked about it again?
He didn't
What-
want to.
Yeah, I was just like, anytime she brought it up, I was just like if she would start talking about, oh, well, look, somebody had a baby, and I would just be like, just like, don't talk about that to me. Like, you can go talk to your friends, but just don't talk about that. to me.
Right. So now, did you guys plan? I mean, I have to ask. Did you guys plan to have a baby at one point? Okay. She was also, willing to have a baby with you. Did y'all have any type of communication? Like, was it in person that you all talked about it, or were you guys sharing,
Well,
messages as far as building a family? I mean,
no, just kind of just one day we just decided we're just like, well, what the hell with it.
Mhm.
So
Okay. So you guys were sexually active, obviously. Now, as far as the whole pregnancy test that she showed you, she gave it to you.
yes.
What did you do with that? Did you throw it away? Or?
I did throw it away because I had my bag with me and I had put it in my bag, but I thought before I get home, I better throw it out before my dad or my mom finds it. So
You
yes, I
threw
did
it away.
Yes.
Okay. Did she ever send you any photos of that?
No.
No. She just told you she needed to talk to you, and she
Yes.
drove up to your
It
friend's
was
house.
always just, oh, well, when she said I need to talk to you, it was always my first thought was, all right, whatever, just let's just get this over with.
Okay. All right. How soon after you guys decided to, or you guys wanted a baby, that y'all got pregnant, or she got pregnant?
About when we planned it, it was about that week after that she went over there and told me.
No, but I mean, you were talking about having a baby and stuff. Like, how long after that she found out she was pregnant?
I'm not even sure.
You're not even sure. Was it months?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. I know there's a lot of questions that we probably don't remember a lot of days, which is fine. I'm just trying to get a little bit more understanding as far as that goes. Did any of her friends approach you as far as them having knowledge that y'all were pregnant at one point, or even had a miscarriage at school?
No, but I did have people walk up to me and like they would make jokes about it.
Mhm.
I don't know how they found out or
Okay.
what, but they would make jokes about it. They walk up to me and be like, "Oh, well, where's your baby?"
Okay.
And I'd get pissed off and I'd walk away just because I knew if I did something, it would just be a bigger incident than what it had to be.
When did those jokes start, or how long? I mean, around what time?
About a month after I found out that she had miscarried.
Okay.
Was
So-
it a miscarriage joke, or was it like you should be carrying a baby at school? Just so I understand.
No, it was just a miscarriage joke. Like they were like insinuating that
cruel.
where's your baby? Like what happened? Like if they have knew what
Yeah.
occurred.
And you said the only person or that you had knowledge knew was your friend, right?
Yes.
But he found out through somebody else. So
Yes.
obviously she had told somebody.
As far as I know.
Okay. Did you ever find out who knew or who was no?
I didn't feel the need to ask.
Right. But how many people would you say approached you? Or
Only one.
just one person?
Just one. But I didn't really catch a full glance at them because they said it from afar.
Mhm.
But they did yell my name, so when I turned around, but I of course always
So right now they're just discussing if like any kids at school that knew that she was pregnant, or did she tell anybody that she was pregnant? If you remember in Alexis' interview, she did said that she did tell like a friend, or a friend overheard her about being pregnant or having a miscarriage. So he's explaining on his half that kids would come up to him and say, "Where's your baby at?" And it was more like a miscarriage. Like the lady said, was it more like having a live baby or having a miscarriage? And he said a miscarriage baby. So it like kind of pissed him off. And then he found out this all started with the jokes a month after a month after when Alexis told that she miscarried. But at the same time, Alexa is carrying this baby, and making him believe that she miscarried, and it's probably stemming down to maybe jealousy, maybe because he don't want to be with her no more, things like that. So some women, when they want to be with a guy so badly, they'll state that they lost a baby or miscarried a baby just to hold a baby for 9 months, and when the baby's born, be like, "Ha, I got a baby from you." It's really sick minding when it comes to somebody that wants to be with someone so bad. So it does sound like he didn't have any feelings for her no more because of the jealousy. And plus, they were in high school. And the crazy part is that when they were together, they kind of like planned on having a baby probably after high school. But at the same time, he second guessed it, and he realized that the relationship between him and Alexis wasn't good, because they would get back together and then fight, and then that's it. But after the whole incident of, she said that he slapped her, that was it for him. Alexis' parents was like, you know what? No, I don't want you at my house no more, and believed her that he actually hit her. So this is just what his side of everything that he felt, what he was going through at school. And if you remember, he said that their schedules were different at school. Um, so he didn't really see her, but seen the friends that they had together. All right, here we go.
Always have my Oakley's on, or I have my glasses, so when I turned around, I didn't fully get a good look at him. So.
Okay. So you don't remember who it was, in other words. All right. So you never heard anything else or from any other person. Did she ever mention anything as far as any friends that she would talk to, or did she ever talk about the issue about the miscarriage that she allegedly had? She never mentioned anything. Okay. Was she having a hard time from what you could tell?
Can I speak to let the lawyer go first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
So do you have the baby here? No, you don't. Your son, he's still in Lubbock, or is he in CYP custody? Until they can determine blood test. Yeah.
It's all big.
Did you get to see him?
Yes.
Good.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, I would have bawled. I cried when my daughter was born.
Yeah.
I cried.
Yeah.
I know if you would have found the guy, we would have been already had a fight. There's no, we would have been dealing with a fight if he knew who it was.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
Yeah, because he knows I'm like my dad.
Yeah.
Got hot quick, and we would have had some issues.
It would have been a different issue.
It was at lunch when he walked by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always, you know how people are after lunch,
I do.
especially Oliver. You can't deny Oliver.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So going back, after the June incident, how long did you said you still kept dating? After the June incident, when they called the police, did you guys still keep dating?
We didn't keep dating.
You kept contact. Okay. So any time after that, did y'all like try it again, or did you decide to get back together as boyfriend, girlfriend at any point? So since June, we're not in January. Obviously, this happened in January. You guys just kept contact as friends, nothing else. Okay, were your conversations just strictly?
It was just always about all my sports. Like, hey, you're gonna she'd always just, hey, you're gonna make it, or hey, I was talking about how I'm taking welding, or she talk about what she's gonna do for college. It was just a normal conversations, nothing about pregnancies or
relationship. It was never mentioned after the fact. Okay. Now, I have some questions after the fact. Obviously, we all found out. And how did you find out? Who makes you aware of it? Obviously, I mean the video, but did she ever?
I was asleep, so then when I woke up to about 5 different people calling me.
Okay.
And I did answer my friend Jaime, the one that was aware of her being pregnant, and aware of the abortion or whatever. And then when I answered, he's like, "Did you see what happened?" And then I was still halfway asleep. I woke up around 3 in the afternoon, stayed up all night, Saturday night,
Okay.
on the game. So then when I woke up, I answered it. Then I had my mom walking in. Well, did you see what happened with Lexi? And then my dad calls, and I was like, okay, something has to be wrong if my mom and my dad are calling.
Mm-hmm.
So then I answered it. My dad's, he's upset. He's yelling. He's like, you need to get up. And so then I'm still halfway asleep. I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, I'm barely waking up. He's like, why the hell haven't you answered your phone? Like, well, I'm asleep. Like, and then finally, I called my friend back. He's like, did you see what Lexi did? And I was like, no, not yet. And then my mom showed me the video as I'm on the phone with him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? Let me call you back later. Hung up, threw my phone. Got up, ran to the shower, got in the shower, and then I got out. I called my dad. What do I need to do? What is it that? Where do I need to go? What is it that I need to say or do, or like, what is it? Basically, just what do I need to do?
Okay.
And from there, he calmed me down. And
at any point, did she reach out to you? Did you reach out to her?
CYFD did. Not though they told her to contact me and inform me about the baby, and she did text me and tell me, I had the baby. You should be getting the call.
Okay. Were there any other messages? Like, what did you reply? What did you?
I didn't reply.
You didn't reply to her. Did she contact you after the fact?
Just when CYFD made us, not made us, but asked us to, I guess, come to an agreement on the baby's name.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, no.
So they, if I understand this right, and just correct me if I'm wrong, CYFD told him that he needed to call her to get an agreement on the name.
All right.
And so he had to call right there with everybody to try to get a name down.
Yes.
All right.
Can I ask a clarifying question real quick? When she came to tell you that she had a miscarriage, did she say she had a miscarriage or an abortion?
Yeah, it's because you said the word abortion a minute ago.
Right.
And
Sorry.
Did you mean miscarriage?
Yeah, I meant miscarriage.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
trying
he
to.
might not.
Yeah,
I saw that too. I wrote it in my notes to make sure that was
I
clarified.
just want to make sure we're
Yeah.
clarify that. Did she say she had a miscarriage or did on purpose or accidental? You didn't ask
No, I didn't.
you didn't ask those details. I understand that. I mean, I do. I just, when you said that, I really
I
just wanted
didn't.
to clarify some of those things.
Yeah, I wrote that down too because
That's okay.
He said
That was my following question. I was waiting
We
for
all
you to.
thought-
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not as patient as he is.
Oh no! Trust me, I know.
It was highlighted in my notes.
Okay.
Was it ever talked about? Or her, as far as wanting to have an abortion? It was never talked about. Okay. All right. Going back to you making or being aware of what had happened. So no family members, nobody else reached out to you in regards to the baby or asking you or telling you anything? All right.
So we are at the aftermath of finding out the baby that she threw in the dumpster. And he said that he got 5 calls, 5 or more calls. His dad woke him up. He's like frantic and he's like half asleep. He's like, I don't know what to do. What should I do? What should I say? And the dad tried to calm him down. And I can't imagine. I can't imagine how he felt knowing that for months he thought the baby was gone and then wake up to this call that the baby's in the dumpster and she had the baby. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know how she was thinking, but the way it sounded, it was all about like getting, if she had this baby or, whatever, or if she had a miscarriage, he would feel bad for her and get back with her. I don't know. But this way about things I really don't know. It's like crazy to me how she did this on his side of everything. So we're at the point of who, where, what, why. It's pretty much plain explainish to this detective speaking on all these questions. Very speaking well. The Stefan, the child's father, is speaking very well on how things are questioned and answered. It's pretty much explained. I can't say the word, but pretty much it's said very blatantly on how and what his side of the story is. All right.
I don't know. Now, as far as the name, you mentioned the name. Was there any issues with that? As far as
Just where she going to in a disagreement.
okay, so that's more personal between you and her as far as the name goes. But from or since then, has she tried contacting you? Or have you received any messages, weird messages from random people that would make you think it's possibly that? Nothing like that. Have you tried contacting her?
No.
Okay. Have you heard, or has anybody reached out to you in regards to, I had knowledge, or I knew, or they told, or she told me, or anything like that?
No.
All right. I don't think I have any. Do you have?
Have you heard anything from any of your friends or their friends, her friends? I'm just asking questions. I mean, is there things that we need to be aware of that we can make sure that you're not getting?
Nothing more than just my friends checking on me, just
Okay.
seeing how I'm doing.
Right.
Other than that, no.
Okay. So none of her friends have reached out to you?
None of her friends have. I mean, I don't know if they were her friends because you know how some people they'll say that they're her friends and then right away, oh, well, we were never friends with her. So.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have a whole lot of friends.
Yeah. It was
I mean, she's got some. I mean.
Yeah.
I like Alexis, but she has some things to where can be difficult at times.
Oh yeah.
And I think so. I know that about her. Who are some of her closer friends?
The only ones I know of are Brooklyn, and that's one of the ones that probably stayed with her because the other ones they didn't like that we were together, so
right.
They just
because they were all over.
Yeah.
And you were young.
Yeah, I was the only. Their little friends.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as social media, did you all have or were mutual friends in social media like Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and all that stuff? Did y'all remain, sharing stuff through there?
I'm hardly ever on Facebook, so on TikTok I would just do my own thing, and she would do her own thing.
Okay, but y'all didn't, weren't friends.
Y'all followed each other.
Yeah, we did follow each
other. Okay. Now after the fact, did she unfollow you? Are you guys still?
That status probably hasn't changed, has it?
The status.
I mean, it's still a follow.
Did she shut down?
She has shut down all her stuff, but I mean, you didn't go in and unfriend her, and she didn't unfriend you.
No,
I mean,
it was just.
She was told to do that.
Yeah.
It was all like when I did try and look just to see if everything was still the same. You can't find her no more because all of them were deactivated.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that was my question. Thanks.
I mean, it's one of the things that I told her to be when I went over there to check on her.
Yeah.
I said she probably doesn't follow it. It's not going to do her any good.
Okay.
Same for you.
I don't know if you have any questions for me.
We just wanted to make sure that he was cooperating with you guys and giving you what you needed and stuff. And so,
that was never.
I just flew in last night, got kind of late last night. So I was like, well, we need to.
Right.
So you guys are more than welcome. He wants to cooperate and give you any of the information, obviously.
Yeah. No, I know y'all were talking to Joe Zivas, and so he kept me informed on all of that. And
well, I called him yesterday. He didn't answer me. So, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's pissed at me or what. But
no worries. Yeah. And that's why I called you. I mean, you know,
want
just
us to
wanted
give
to.
you,
Yes, sir. No, I- and I
appreciate
appreciate
their
it. I told you, I
TikTok, if
appreciate
you can
it,
find it
man.
where she's forwarding
Yes,
I
that
the
was-
carriage.
we
right.
need to
And then,
get this, you
I
know,
know that
and
when
yesterday,
I was
of course,
talking with him
he went
earlier,
to
he had
the,
COVID.
but,
He got
I mean,
COVID.
sorry,
And
the
he
day
was
before, and he went, then yesterday he did something
what's
else.
it called, quarantined for a few days.
and
Okay.
After the COVID, it was right around the time of all of this.
They
But
don't play around.
if you need,
They tell you to sit, you
also
better
like
sit.
location services for him, he has
I have
360.
the Life 360.
Okay.
360. So
Um,
anything that we can give you, we're happy to turn over, do anything you need.
Yes, if you don't mind. I mean, even to did you keep the? Have you had? How long have you had that phone for?
We barely got it for him. Not barely, but what? I don't know, maybe 6 months? No, how long have we been on T-Mobile?
Not that long. That's
Like
what I'm
5
saying. I
months?
have
We
to
need to
look
leave,
when
we need to leave
purchased it.
T-Mobile, it sucks, but,
Have-
yeah.
See
5,
when
6
you
months?
purchased it, if you can.
Have you had any? Okay, let me ask you this: have you had conversations with her since you've had that phone? Maybe you have. Okay. Is there? I mean, it's completely consensual. If you would give us authorization to, do a phone extraction, that way we can, pretty much validate whatever you've told us. It's just strictly into this matters. I don't, whatever else you might have on there.
We're not
That's
looking
it's
for-
not.
No,
It's not pertinent.
I'm just looking around. Like,
You know.
Yeah. So I mean, is it what text messages or social
Right.
media or
So
what?
pretty much anything that you all been.
Between the two
You're
of them?
right. That's exactly. That's the
Correspondence of any kind like that.
nothing else. Like I said, yeah, I don't care about anything else.
We're not looking at your names too.
Yeah, I know that.
I think you're funny as my friends just being dumb.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That was common,
We're
I
not
mean-
looking
As
for any
long
of
as
those
it,
things.
as
like-
long as it is, I mean, I'm just saying, as long as it's just for that, we don't get somebody else on there that, because, kids are kids, they're gonna
Right.
post.
Oh no.
That's all I'm
It's,
saying.
whatever it's within our scope of our investigation. It's the only thing that we care about, and anything else, obviously, we would need additional, even a search warrant. That's not what we want to do.
Yeah.
So it's completely. I mean, if you agree to do it, we can set up a time for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It takes like an hour or
Unless-
two, right?
It does. It
That's-
shouldn't
that's
take.
all.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
take that
What
long.
time would it be tomorrow?
Lieutenant should be in there by 8.
No, he won't.
He won't be there.
You do it in
No,
the
tomorrow's
afternoon, huh?
Martin
Oh,
Luther
that's
King
true.
Day. It's a holiday.
Oh, that's
No
right.
lieutenants
And
will
then
be in.
Tuesday,
Well, I mean, your lieutenant might be in,
What's-
but mine.
what are you doing?
We have a hearing on Wednesday.
On
So
Wednesday?
we're gonna be prepping and getting it's hearing in the afternoon at 1:30, I believe.
Tuesday.
I'm pretty sure he
can
can
do
go
it
in just to dump
Yeah, I'm
Anytime
sure.
after school on Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, he should be able to just go in and do it for us. Do you have any inconvenience in doing so?
No, just let us know,
Just-
or
Mhm.
she's gonna be here, let me know myself.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
Sean's got my number, so yeah, just let me
Okay.
know, or her know,
Mhm.
whomever, and then
Yeah.
we'll do whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I'll get in contact with you, and then I'll let you know about the time, and then we can go from there.
That works.
So you said school.
All right. Well, that was the dad's side of the story of the baby. What am I going to share now? Is the judge denies visitation request from the New Mexico teen who threw baby into the dumpster. She tried to get visitation rights to see the baby, and the judge denies visitation request from the New Mexico teen to Alexis, and pretty much saying telling her, no, you threw your baby in the dumpster. So we're going to read this article real quick. And all we know is the child's father has the baby right now in custody, has all rights custody to the baby boy. The grandparents help, meaning his parents help the baby boy. The baby boy's name is Sal. And that's it. Like he pretty much told his side of the story, what their relationship was, how their relationship ended, where was, like, I do believe, in my opinion, that she did that whole miscarry thing to have him feel some type of way. but he had no feelings for her anymore. And when after that innocent of she saying that he slapped her, and had the cousin come over there try to fight him, I think that's where everything drawn the line, and he had no connection. They both had no connection each other on social media or anything. Like, he was completely done with her. And the baby boy who survived was inside the dumpster for more than 6 hours, according to television station. On April 25th, Judge William Shoebridge denied Avila the right to supervise contact with the child or young family members, but improved her extended house arrest area. So she is on house arrest as we speak, and the only where she can go is in her backyard. That's it. She can't even go 10 feet off her porch. She's so locked down. She had a $10,000 bond, and someone paid her $10,000 bond and put her on house arrest. The judge said, "It was only 4 months ago you placed your son in a trash bag on a frigid day, and by your own admission and video evidence, threw him into a dumpster," Shoebridge said, ensuing his decision. "He'll know for a lifetime the actions that you took, that you tried to terminated his life." According to the criminal complaint, Alexis told authorities she did not realize she was pregnant until she visited a doctor on January 6, 2022, reported. She gave birth the day after the appointment, wrapping the infant in a towel, placing him in a trash bag before putting the bag into a dumpster behind the Bournemore Shopping Center in Hobbs, according to the television station. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. There we go. According to the the child was found with 3 people who were searching through a dumpster several hours later heard a cry. KRQE reported they initially thought they found a kitten until they opened the bag, according to the television station. "I know people portray me as a terrible person, but in reality, I'm not," Alexis said before the judge ruled, according to K3. "I am kind, loving, and caring." Alexis' lawyer said she has stayed out of trouble and receiving counseling. She has completed her high school graduation requirements and plans to study psychology. The defense arguments did not sway prosecutors and the judge. The baby was found in the trash can and trash thrown in on top of it, because no one would have known it was a baby, 5th Judicial District Attorney Diana Luce said in mid-April. Her actions are such that we can't predict what she might or might not do. So that is where we at. And that is the end of part 3. Thank you all for being here and watching. And if you are watching the replay, thank you. If you have any comments on the Alexis Avila case, please comment below or email me at manextremexm@gmail.com. If we are not friends on Facebook, hit me up. It's my name, manextremexm, just like on YouTube with the avatar. Send me a friend request. And message me and let me know who you are. If you want other ways to help with the channel, check out the About section here on the channel. It has other social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram for ManExtremeXM. All right, guys, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you again, and be kind to yourself and others. It's free. Don't let anybody amount to you be nothing. You're worth it, and I will check you guys later. Bye.